Hello, everyone. So, I'm doing a fast right now. I like to do fasts all the time. I mean, I only eat once a day, and you get into these habits, and then you do something else, and you do something else. But really, honestly, with my allergies so shitty all the time, I'm like, I'm just fasting until I can't take it anymore. So, I'm going for 2 days, you know? Um, it's not like it's not for any other reason, but really spiritually, I just feel like I really want to go deep. So you are getting me at the beginning. And this is what it looks like. Why I'm doing a 48-hour fast. It could be longer. You know, um, I did a really intense fast for like almost 40 days once, and it was intense. It was wild. And a lot of things happened to me after that fast, and it was a it, it just reminds me that how beneficial fasting is for us, especially our spiritual side of ourselves, and physically, just emotionally you're happier, just all the things that you might experience while you're fasting. And everyone's different, and I'm not recommending anything, but this is just what I'm doing. So you know, this is my 48-hour fast. And I originally went into it just for the main purposes of like helping with my allergies and, you know, whatever. It's just healthy for your body to do it. It lowers your blood pressure, it balances your sugars in your body. Cognitively, it just has all these really good benefits for you. But I've worked my way into living like this, just with all my health issues I've had with my stomach. So, you know what I mean? It's not an easy thing to do if you're used to going to McDonald's or, what I mean, eating anything processed on a regular basis. Fasting is really hard in that case. But since I already kind of eat a minimal lifestyle, I eat once a day and then I have a snack at night because who doesn't like a snack at night, right? I love dark chocolate, walnuts. Come to find out, those are really good for you during ascension. I mean, there's things that I've been doing with my food alone that are screaming ascension, okay? It's so weird. I'll just eat a certain way and then I'll see something and they'll be talking about, like the best three things you can eat. And I'm eating two of them because I wouldn't eat any seaweed or anything like that. No, I think that was the other one. So walnuts and dark chocolate are my favorite. I love them. Um, and I like crap too, though. I love ice cream. I love me some good ice cream. What else? What else do I like to eat? Huh? I mean, I just like basic foods. I eat pretty healthy for the most part. Boring. But I do like ice cream and cinnamon rolls and cookies and cake. I like all that kind of stuff a lot. And I can make those for myself, in a way that doesn't harm my body and I can digest it. So I'm grateful for that. But all that also puts weight on you. And there's a point when it's unhealthy for you, like not society standards. I don't live that way. I think that's stupid. I'm really, really just trying to listen to my body and what it's telling me to eat, when to eat it. My body's telling me to fast. So here it is, day one. And I could go probably a lot longer and probably could have solved so many things a long time ago, but like I do things naturally. Like I let my body tell me and I do it. It's not like I want to do this so I can spiritually this can happen, or I can get this gift, or I can open my mind to this, or I'm going to heal this body part. Honestly, when I did that 40-day fast, I fell into it. I had no intent to do it. I had an experience. I had gone to Arizona. I had come from I was in Oregon, but before that I was in Idaho and some stuff went down and I got kind of sick from it, and it was really intense, because when you're going up against these entities, you're going to understand everything is energy. So we speak about entities and demons and witchcraft and all these bad things that people do out there with labels, but really we're just talking about really bad energy. And when really bad energy gets on a light beam, we can get sick. Like physically sick. And that happened to me, and it was a battle. I mean, this thing stuck its tongue out. It shook it just like a snake. Just like a snake. I was like, oh my God. And I have this nonchalant reaction to them, which can make things worse sometimes. But it's just the way I handle like really weird, strange things in reality. Things you see in movies and all that. I just handle it with like a weird reaction, I guess. But I'm calmer that way, and I'm able to like go into the next mode of what I'm going to be doing. So it's probably good that I react that way, because it doesn't take me long to handle my business. Anyhow, so for me, I'm really wanting to fast because, for one, I have like this reality that I live where I'm like away from the world. There's like, wow, there's actually a truck driving down the road. Normally there's no noise. Like outside my house, there's just birds, hundreds of birds everywhere in the trees. There wasn't any in my tree yesterday, and I called them and they came. I thought that was pretty cool. I just asked very nicely, can I get some little fat birds in my tree? Because they're so cute and round, and I love them. So, anyhow, I live this reality, and then there's this whole other reality going on around me. And I know there is. I mean, I had my own realities going on, my own traumas going down throughout my whole life. So it's like when you step away from all that, but yet like we're in a very important time. We're going through ascension. We're supposed to be like letting go of the world. We're supposed to be letting go of materialism. The ideas of love that we had here. We're really supposed to be opening up our hearts and our souls and our minds to something else now, outside of the concepts of here. Like, yes, love is ultimately just everything, embodies everything, will be everything, is everything. There's no replacing it. No matter what, people always strive and want love. Even to their last dying breath, they're calling out for love, or they're in fear. you know and that's the breaking point people are at. It's like two really bad energies converging. And that's what you're witnessing. That's why there's so much division, so much cruelty, so much enlightenment. People are waking up like crazy. This is what the war to me looks like. you know it's on the spiritual side of life. And I don't know. I haven't done a video for a minute. I just kind of wanted to chat. I have a tendency to ramble because I start channeling. So I try to, you know, stop that, because my mind has expanded past here. It wasn't because I was like brilliant from the start or anything like that. No, no. Once you tap into real information, you have that for everything, not for just asking questions of like, why are they doing this? Who are they? What's going on in the world? Why are these? It's outside of this world. You see love in such a higher perspective. You know, you can see what hate has done to people. You can see all of it really clear. And there's just so much more to it, you know? And I'm really, really enjoying this part of my life. I mean, it's like whatever we need just comes. We're never in this place of uncertainty, you know? Sorry about that. Shaking the phone. We're never in this place of uncertainty. Like it's just I think of something, it comes. I put a number in my head, it comes. I can see it. I'm right to it. And I'm not talking about like real these very hardcore materialistic things. No, not at all. I have an idea in my head of where I want to be, and I'm going to be there. That's just how it goes. And there's no ego involved. There's nothing like that involved in it. It's just, like you daydream, you can think of the ocean, and then you can see yourself there. It's like that. But with the intent is so much the door, the opportunity, the energy, the manifestation is so much stronger because you're not doing it from a place of ego or from a place of like this low physical world. You're now tapped into the spiritual world. You're tapped into our creator's energy, brother Yeshua's energy, your grandmother's energy, the people who before us came. It's a bunch of energy you're tapped into. And that's how you move through this world right now. Unseen, unheard, unwanted, even unthought of. You don't want nobody. You don't want people to think about you. You're totally disconnected when you're with yourself, basically. When you're with others, you have to allow, but you protect your energy. But during fasting, I like to go really deep, like I'm talking to you now, because you don't have to justify it. You don't have to feel bad for it. You're not doing anything wrong. You're literally tapping into what Brother Yeshua was speaking about. He said, everything is inside you, all of it. That little bit, that soul that leaves this body, that little tiny bit of energy is a lot. And that's what terrifies people who are not in that energy. It's because they're stuck in this darkness. And in this darkness has ideas and thoughts and experiences and memories. But they only exist if you allow them to exist the way they are. That's why you learn from those things. And once you learn from them and let them go, that's where forgiveness and compassion comes in. That's how you break free from the matrix. It's easy. Isn't it funny how so many people can relate in almost the same way to everything in their experiences here? That shouldn't be so. You should not be able to relate. It's if you're relating it to me, it's like some kind of sick program, to see how we all react to the same thing. And they don't care how many of us keep reacting the way we react to drama. It's like after a while you just have to be like, forget it, I'm done, I'm out. Okay, go ahead, you won. Darkness, you won. You won. You're pretty dark. You're pretty gross. Like who cares? Maybe I think you're boring. I think you don't offer anything to good souls. I think good souls offer good things to each other. We are good for each other. That's why you guys want us competing with egos and money and lifestyles and status and education and all the things that you've thrown at us as indoctrination. That's why I don't care. This place is what it is, People are going to listen. They're going to digest only so much and then they're going to forget about it. Because they keep getting erased every day. Every time they go to sleep, they wake up. Most people can't hold on to anything. It's only the enlightened ones, the ones that have done the work, We hold on to everything. That's what keeps us strong. We don't hold on to it in like a victim way. We don't hold on to it in any way. Just we know that experience, and yep, nope, not going down that road again. It's lighter because when you're walking in light, everything is lighter. Even tragedies are less effective when there's not fear-based, you know. So anyhow, I think I rambled enough. Oh, 15 minutes. A little over 15 minutes. Anyhow, thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, like it, leave me a comment. I hope you're doing well. We're getting through this matrix one moment at a time. Much love. Bye.